Hi guys, PMQs was more entertaining than usual on Wednesday, and perhaps one of the high points was when Keir Starmer owned two Tories with one attack line. So the Conservative candidate for Tamworth, the one with the flowchart that eventually told the poor to F off, was brought up by the leader of the opposition. The whole House got a bit of a laugh at both the Prime Minister and Andrew Cooper's expense. How did Rishi Sunak respond to it? Well, he didn't. Have a listen to this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, across our country, the British people are rolling up their sleeves and getting on with it, doing their best in the face of a punishing cost of living crisis and a government that has abandoned them. Abandoned renters at risk of being kicked out. Abandoned mortgage payers struggling to make ends meet. Abandoned those who dream of owning their own house. The truth is, his candidate in Tamworth summed up perfectly just how his and his Tories are treating the British public. So will he just call a general election and give the British public the chance to respond, as they did in Selby, Mid-Beds and Tamworth? They've heard the government telling them to F off, and they want the chance to return the compliment.
Mr. Speaker.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, look, as we saw with his recent decisions on actually building new houses, politicians like him always take the easy way out, Mr. Speaker, whereas we're getting on making the right long-term decisions to change this country for the better.
Okay, that's all he got. That's all he has left. We're getting on with the hard work of government, but it's not actually cutting through. The general public are sick and tired of this. You know, when you have a Tory candidate telling the public to F off, well, it wasn't so much the public, but it was the poorest in society, telling them, well, you know, if you're spending money on nails or spending money on makeup or on Netflix or whatever, then you should just F off when you can't feed your family. It's a bit like 30p Lee Anderson and other Tories who are completely disconnected from reality, the realities of ordinary people. And of course, it's not just the poorest in society who are struggling, it's also the middle class. And people are tired of Rishi Sunak and his gang. They're not doing anything for ordinary people. The situation is not improving, it's getting worse. Now, will Rishi Sunak admit to this and call a general election? Well, he won't admit to it, and I don't think he's going to call a general election, because if you look at it from his point of view, if he were to call a general election soon or now, he'd be guaranteed to lose a lorry load of seats. So he's instead hoping, and the odds are better in his favour if he waits. If he waits, there's a possibility that something could happen. Nothing's going to happen now, so he definitely would lose seats, but he's probably thinking maybe something will improve in the future. The longer I wait, the better the possibility something will happen. Keir Starmer will make some sort of faux pas, he will mess up, something wonderful will happen in the economy and it will save us. Yes, there is that possibility, but it's extremely remote. And the other side of that is that if you wait too long, you're going to end up creating more and more resentment towards the government. And the losses will be much greater the longer you wait. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.